96. Nice.
The coat or tunic was the main body garment worn by both men and women from the Saxon period until the later 14th century. The word cote encompassed as many variations, cheap, costly, stylish, durable, as the word trousers does today, and the garment was as commonly worn. In many contexts, the coat on its own is perfectly decent, though from the late 12th century it was frequently covered by a surcoat. Date and status are indicated by the quality of the material, in the detail of the cut and fit, and especially in the way it was worn and the accessories and headwear that went with it. It was normally worn with a belt. I feel like there's something in the air today. Something completely transformative.
Ah yes, Renaissance fair season is upon us. What a beautiful season, isn't it? Dressing up like our foremothers in beautiful kirtles and coats and chemises and shifts, surcoats, and all that other medieval linguistics is heckin' confusing all the time. Anyway, as you can see, I do have a Renfaire outfit. I already have a medieval coat. So what is this video about? Well, this coat, this cotte, is made out of walkloden, which is a fabric made out of boiled wool, and while I have never suffered a heat stroke in it because such are the properties of wool, it is very heavy. Not exactly the thing you want to be wearing on a hot August reenactment. No, not because of the heat, but because... So I want to make myself a new cotte. I want to make it out of linen, and I also want to make it because making a new cotte is a perfect excuse to try out tablet weaving. Now what do you say about that? Let's go! A heartfelt welcome to my sewing room, for those of you who haven't seen this place before. While yes, you see over here my very lovely Singer Confidence and my lock machine. Before we tackle this project, I think a small talk about historical accuracy is in order, and the talk will consist of the following. I'm not striving for it. I'm also of the belief that if medieval people had access to these machines, they would use it. So why won't we? And that's coming from an actual historian who majored in medieval history. But also from a chaos goblin who really doesn't have the patience to stitch all this by hand. So that aside, let's rummage through my fabric stash and find that one specific bit of linen that I have been saving for this project. I'm so organized, I found it within seconds. Now, as this is a diagram we are going to follow and draw on our piece of fabric, this cutting table is not going to cut it. Engaging floor goblin modus! Do it in pieces! Do it in pieces! Proper sewists would iron this. But I'm just going to throw it on my floor again, so I see no point in doing that. Yes, I'm also just going to keep walking on it. Where did my tailor's chalk go? Buttons, buttons, buttons. Aha! Chalk! Where's my chalk? Since I want this dress to be like 120 centimeters and this fabric is 2.5 meters, I'm just going to go to the other end and make the exact same measurement. a couple of times so I can connect it. The door's in the way! Most gored medieval dresses actually start the gores at the hips, but the plan for this dress is not to be just a Renfaire dress. I also want to wear this as like a basic linen long-sleeved layer over which I can then layer other parts of my wardrobe, a bit like a Sonderfloor dress or something. So I want my gores to start at my waist. I have measured the shoulders and I'm now going to measure myself, see how much I measure from shoulder to waist. "45. I'm getting to know quite a bit of details about me. All my body measurements and such. It's kind of creepy actually, isn't it? And now we need to do math. This is where last time I went wrong. I thought you needed to have the straight line in the Pythagorean theorem that needed to match up with the length of the gore in the front and the back of your dress, but it's not. It's the, well, diagonal one. Hypotenuse? Is that a hypotenuse? 85 centimeters off. My pen isn't working. There we go. So this 50 and this needs to be 85. 86.7. I'm going to say that's 96. Nice. Have you seen my scissors? Are they underneath here? Of course they are. Now I can transfer onto the cutting table. Oh hey, have you seen my fossil collection? Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool rocks. Could I be more of a nerd? Probably not, but yes, here I am. And while not period accurate, I just cut out 2 little pockets as well from whatever was left of the gores. Because as I said before, I want to use this as part of my normal wardrobe as well, so pockets are a must. So if anyone ever compliments me on the dress, I can say, "Thanks, it has pockets." Let's get to sewing.
here we are. We have our basic dress. It's not hemmed, it's not finished, but we got our shape. My sleeves are too long, but you better have them too long than too short. And even though I really tried to have the gores on waist height, they're still a bit on hip height. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. So it also means that the pockets are a little bit lower than I would want them to be, but I have pockets, that's the main thing. And it looks a bit shapeless, but of course I would never wear this loose. We're going to tuck it in with a belt. Let me show you. Huh? Huh? It's not my my Renfaire belt, couldn't find that one. This one gives immaculate vibes as well. The hem is not even at all. Beautiful craftsmanship.
And while, yes, I do also distinctly remember that I said that I do not have the patience for hand sewing this dress, I am taking the time and I am finding the patience to fell down the seams. While this might take a while, because there are quite a bit of seams with all the gores, this will make it look a lot more medieval and, well, frankly, the end result is just very satisfying. Now, as you guys are undeniably the most intelligent people on the face of planet Earth, you have already gathered that this is not the end of the project because 1. I have promised some tablet weaving content, and 2. The neck edge is not finished. What's that all about, Jente? I will be making this Dream Renfaire dress project a multi-part series, at least 2 parts, maybe a 3rd, I don't know. And next week you will see the making of the beautiful neck edge that I have planned with the tablet weaving. So make sure you stick around for that. If you're not subscribed, right now is a good moment to do so. Now, to talk about this dress as a whole. It is orange, it is bold, it looks medieval, it does the job. But of course, it is not perfect, because who do you think I am? No, seriously, who do you think I am? I'm curious, let me know. So while I tried to level this hem to the best of my abilities, which I will admit is not all that much, I failed at it, of course, but you know, I actually do not care, because you know who probably also does not care about perfectly level hems? A 12th century peasant woman working on the field every day, getting her hem muddy. This is also why I don't want no comments saying, hey, medieval dresses were floor length, because not all of them were. Floor length dresses are really not useful for working in the field, and this is by all means a peasant dress. I am a beautiful peasant. Also, don't let people tell you historical accuracy comes for comfort, because pockets are the actual best thing to have in your dress, even if you're trying to go for 12th century looks. Now, I will reiterate that next week there will be another part of me crafting my dream Renfaire dress, my medieval cotte. So, if you want to see that, tune in next week, and then all that there is left for me to say to you is, if you like these kind of fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe. But of course, that is all up to you. And as for me, I will see you in a next video. Bye!